Alright, guys, we're back yet again. We're finally going to be doing a movie where I could have swore I did this movie before, but again, you guys should know how I am if you guys have been following me. But we're going to finally be doing Who Framed Roger Rabbit. This movie, I would say, is a timeless classic for a lot of us millennial kids that grew up watching this. For the entirety of the movie, you get this main character, Eddie, who is a PI, and he was a cop. He lost his brother in a case that was apparently due to a tune, and he gets assigned this case by, of course, uh, this one that's trying to get evidence on, of course, Jessica Rabbit, if she is having a quote-unquote relationship with Acme, because you see Eddie takes pictures, and then apparently Roger gets framed about, taking out Acme, and it goes into a whole thing of trying to find Roger, and you have this character, the judge, that's played by Christopher Lloyd, which is absolutely crazy, because Christopher Lloyd is a big, timeless name, and he really makes his character his own, and really is a menace and a charismatic character, but also very menacing, because he wants to take over Toontown, which we later discover in the movie, and at the same time Eddie's having to kind of balance having to work with the Toon again, because he despises Toons because of what happened to his brother. He can't let go what happened, and of course he's having issues with his ex, and he's having issues trying to figure out who exactly set up Roger, and it kind of goes into the whole story of who framed him, why, and then when they finally get through the entirety of the movie, you see of what the reason why, how Judge was actually a Toon, and how he wanted to come up with a freeway of all things and just have a bunch of stores and everything like a normal person would, and it just was a lousy idea, and he wanted to take over, get rid of Toontown, because again, he was an evil Toon, and it was kind of crazy how they never really went into why he did this, or why he was this type of a character, other than possibly just for the movie aspect. But overall, I think the movie is a very timeless classic, and I think I can speak for any guys that this is one of the main reasons why I think cartoons really led us to go after certain women, especially ones like Jessica Rabbit, because I think Jessica Rabbit was like the crush of all crushes for a lot of us guys growing up, especially for the cartoon aspect, because again, a lot of us guys, we go after women now because of the cartoon crushes that we had when we were kids. I like Jessica Rabbit as well. I think she was a very beautiful, charismatic, elegant, sexy character. And then you have other characters that, grabbed our attention as kids. And you got Roger Rabbit, who is a crazy, like Bugs Bunny type deal. But again, I would really say that Bugs Bunny, I think, triumphs over Roger Rabbit any day. That's my personal opinion. Eddie, overall, I think he was a good character as well, and the rest of the characters were pretty cool, and especially if you grew up on a lot of cartoons, from Looney Tunes to Donald Duck, Mickey Mouse, etc. The list goes on of different characters that you get to see in this film, and that anyone from the late 80s, 90s, whatever, we grew up on. So again, if you have not seen Who Framed Roger Rabbit, definitely check this movie out. It is on Disney Plus. Again, I'm pretty sure everyone's seen this movie, but at the same time, I've never done a personal review on this, so I figured I'd go ahead and do a personal review on this, because at the same time, there's certain movies over time that I think age well and then don't age well. This movie did actually age very well, surprisingly, and especially with the way Disney has done things in the last 5-10 years. I'm very happy they have not tried to redo this movie. I'm hoping that they don't try to redo this movie, because the way they did this movie was very to the times, and also it's funny, it's got action, it's dramatic, it's comical, and it works. So I don't see how they could redo it. Even if they tried, they probably would mess up the characters at some point. I mean, I could see them trying to redo some of these characters to fit the narratives of people in this world. So I'm glad that they haven't touched this movie, and I'm praying that they don't. But overall, guys, what do you think of this movie? Let me know down in the comments. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you as always on the next one.